Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to practice drawing portraits, but I want to kind of loosely use the Loomis method. And I am, if you're a stickler for rules, and this is probably not the video for you, but if you're looking for like just to watch someone practice, loosely practicing the Loomis method, because it's something I don't use very often. I don't like all the rules, but I feel like it's time to give it a go. So I'm going to draw a circle. I'm not even looking at her face right now. I'm just drawing the circle that one draws to begin the face. And then I'm going to draw a basic line here like this. And the halfway point is going to be where the eyes are. And partially, here is where the hairline is. And this should be 1/3 of the face. 1/3. The eyebrows are just above that line where the eyes are. Okay, the eyes are 1/2. Now the next part is the nose, which is another like little section, and the nose will come here. And then the mouth is just below that. And the way that he maps it in is sort of like, see where the eyes are, is sort of like coming down to where those eyes are. And then this is the bottom, right? The chin would be down here. And then sort of coming down for the softness of the woman's face, or the roundness of it, is something like this. And that's how he sort of maps in the woman's face. The eyes would come slightly in, because this is sort of the cheek area here. And then this round sort of chin area here. This center part is the center of the face, and we are going to bring the eyes in a little bit. I forgot my eyes are here and the eyebrows are here. I am just going to draw a circle and a circle, and I'm going to draw the eyebrows like an arch right here. I'm going to draw a curve over the eye to get the eyes in, and the eyelids. This looks messy, but once you start practicing this, it gets easier. And I'm just trying to like kind of mirror how he did the faces back in the day. The eyebrows looked kind of like that. And he brings the eyes in like this. Normally I don't use a pencil, but I feel like this is a good time to be using the pencil. And then with the eyebrows, he kind of brings a line in here. And when it comes to the nose, the way he does it is it sort of bring a line down here, just sort of just in the corner of the eye, and then does this. I'm interested to see how this will look compared to the drawings that I normally do of faces, but the bridge of the nose comes in a bit. So those lines that I came down here was just the edge of the nose, but the bridge of the nose comes in. And then there's that little, whatever you call it, just below the lips. And then we're going to map in the way he does it. The lips come right towards just past the outer part of the nose. I really like the way that he drew faces. It was Andrew Loomis. But when it comes to learning how to draw, I found this a very complex way to draw a face, and I wasn't quite ready for it at the time. And now, after a certain amount of years, I'm interested in the Loomis method a little more than I have been in the past. I'm excited actually how this looks. The hairline would come something like this. And I might have this forehead too big, but again, I'm not one to use the Loomis method. So if you're an expert in the Loomis method, I'm sure this is making you cringe, but we all practice in our own ways, and this is how I'm practicing. And the ears always come out, look, right in that half mark. The ears will come slightly away from this. This is like the cheek here. And so the ears are coming, the hair is actually coming down here, right? And then you could see the ears coming sort of right here to the bottom of the nose. And I feel like this doesn't look too bad. The way he did eyebrows was like a higher arch. And maybe a little bit darker here. I don't know if I made the eyes wide enough, but again, you have to be okay with making mistakes and understanding that this is practice. So even if you're trying the Loomis method, it doesn't mean that you're going to succeed the very first time you're trying it. I find it a very challenging way to draw faces, but I'm intrigued. Okay, and obviously, I don't even need this photo reference, but that was kind of interesting. And I wonder if I go over it with a marker, how that would look to sort of just add my own style to it. I don't know if I quite have the hair right. Not bad. That was kind of fun. I'm wondering if I even need the reference photos as I try to practice this Loomis method. So I think I'll save this for another day, and I'm just going to keep drawing these, trying to utilize the Loomis method and see what I can do.